Here's my new video on the second chapter, Atmosphere. In this particular module, we are going to discuss the first part of the second chapter, that is composition of the atmosphere. But before moving towards the next section, that is composition of the atmosphere, in which I'll be discussing about the various gases consist in the atmosphere, let us have an introduction. You know that, like land and water, air is also a significant part of our life. We cannot live in the in the absence of air. Air is a mixture of various gases that surround the earth. We cannot feel air when it is calm, but air can be felt when it is in motion. Layers of gases surrounding the earth is known as atmosphere. Now, along with these gases, a variable amount of water vapor and dust particles are also significant components of the atmosphere. All the gases, water vapor, and dust particles combine together to form the atmosphere. Now, we are going to, in this particular module, we are going to discuss about these things. But for today's classes, I'm going to discuss only the first part, that is the composition of atmosphere. Remember, children, that your assignment will also be based on the composition of atmosphere, in which we are going to talk about the various gases present in the atmosphere. Now let's start. Composition of the atmosphere. Here I just want to, keep it in your mind that I have followed your book, right? So you can open your book and turn to page number 19, in which composition of atmosphere is already given. So here is an introduction about composition of atmosphere. Now, the gases which make the atmosphere are nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, neon, helium, methane, ozone, hydrogen. So these are the gases present in the atmosphere. Now, just beside, you can see here a picture. In the picture, it's given what is the concentration of which gas. Nitrogen, that is 78%, oxygen, that is 20.9%, and other gases also, it's written what is the concentration of these gases in the atmosphere. Now, next part, we are going to discuss about each and every gases one by one. We'll start with nitrogen. Now, nitrogen, it has the highest composition of nearly about 78.08% in the atmosphere. Just before, I have shown you that how nitrogen is the has the highest composition in atmosphere. So it is 78.08% in the atmosphere. Now, it extends up to a height of 128 kilometer from the earth's surface. So here you mark 128 kilometer. Now children, for your convenience, generally when we teach in the class, we tell you to underline the keywords. Here the keywords are already marked. So you just need to open your book, see the section which I am teaching you now, and underline the keywords. Now, third part is, it is lighter than oxygen and carbon dioxide. So it is lighter than oxygen and carbon dioxide too. Now, fourth point, the plants and other organisms need it for their growth. Now, this is very important point because nitrogen, because of nitrogen, plants and other organisms grow. As you can see on the picture given just beside, two types of buckets are shown. In one, there is no nitrogen. In other, with the plants are growing along with nitrogen. So you can see the growth. So it is very important. It is Nitrogen is very important for the growth of plants and other organisms. Now, fifth point, it is tasteless. No taste is there. Colorless, no color, and odorless, without any smell. Now, last point, it controls combustion. Now, combustion is what? So, it is the process of burning. Now, it is difficult to control fire without nitrogen. So, fire brigade people, those who are there, they use nitrogen in order to control fire. Now, moving towards the next part, that is oxygen. Oxygen, that is after nitrogen, it has the second highest concentration. Now, what is the concentration of oxygen in atmosphere? That is 20.94% in the atmosphere. Now, it is heavier than nitrogen and lighter than carbon dioxide. So, it is in the middle, you can say. So, the lightest was nitrogen, and then oxygen, and then carbon dioxide. So, it is heavier than nitrogen and lighter than carbon dioxide. Now, oxygen is also called the life supporting gas. Here you mark, life supporting gas, as all organisms, including humans, require oxygen to breathe. So oxygen is very important because it gives life to us. So it is life supporting gas. In the picture which is just beside, you can see how oxygen is shown as life supporting gas. Now, last point, that is, it is essential for combustion. Combustion means the process of burning. So oxygen is important for means in the process of burning. Now, moving towards the next part, that is carbon dioxide. Now, you might have heard about many newses regarding carbon dioxide, and how the level of carbon dioxide, the concentration of carbon dioxide is rising in the atmosphere, and because of that we are leading to the global warming. And as global warming, it has become a very burning issue in our throughout the world. So knowing carbon dioxide, what it is and what is the concentration of it, how the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen should be there, and how because of carbon dioxide we are facing the global warming, melting of glaciers, rising the level of the sea. So these are the important facts which are related to carbon dioxide. So it's very important to know certain points about carbon dioxide. At first, you should know that it is the heaviest gas in the atmosphere. Heaviest gas. Okay, lighter than carbon dioxide, nitrogen and oxygen are there, as we have already discussed in the previous section. So it is the heaviest gas in the atmosphere. Now, it is highly variable gas of the atmosphere because its concentration varies with variability in the level of pollution. So, as pollution increases, so concentration of carbon dioxide will also increase. So, it's very important. That is why it is always emphasized on the pollution part, that we should try to reduce pollution. Otherwise, carbon dioxide the level of carbon dioxide will increase in atmosphere, and we have to face the terrors of global warming. So it is highly variable, it changes, its amount, its concentration in the atmosphere, it changes. So that is why it's written it is highly variable gas, and its variability means its level can be changed. Now the third point, that is, the amount of absorbed carbon dioxide by plants seem to be equal to the amount of carbon dioxide released by humans and animals. Now, children, you might have read it about in the previous classes that oxygen is released by plants. So that is why, and oxygen is taken by human beings, so there is a balance, and that perfect balance should be kept in the environment. Now what happens when human beings, the number of human beings, our population is increasing day by day, and plants, the vegetation, they are decreasing day by day. So what happens, that this perfect balance is no more. So it's very important to keep the perfect balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide. So this particular point is talking about that. I'm reading it again and I'll explain you. The amount of absorbed carbon dioxide by plants seems to be equal to the amount of carbon dioxide released by humans and animals. This makes a perfect balance in the environment. However, balance of carbon dioxide is also getting disturbed because factories, industries, vehicles are adding a huge amount of pollutants to the atmosphere. So it's not about human beings, but their activities also, their threatening activities are also hampering the balance of atmosphere. Now, this after this next point is its concentration is essential for plants because plants prepare their food and produce oxygen. Carbon dioxide is important for plants, but it should not exceed. If it exceeds, it will make the atmosphere warm and will lead to global warming. Now, the last point is carbon dioxide keeps the atmosphere warm by absorbing sun's rays. So, another factor, another important point of carbon dioxide that it keeps the atmosphere warm. Children, I must tell you to underline all the keywords given on your book, and I have not changed even the words also. Whatever is given in your book, that only is written on this, on these slides. So, better you underline the keywords. Again and again, I'm reminding you because questions can be asked from these points. Now, the next part is ozone. Ozone. It is produced by the action of solar radiation on oxygen gas and present in the atmosphere. Now, how it is produced? So, here you underline it is produced by the action of solar radiation. Underline by the action of solar radiation on oxygen gas present in the atmosphere. Second point, three molecules of oxygen are present in the atmosphere, that is O3. Now you can see on the picture how the molecules of oxygen, ozone, is shown. Now it is highly reactive form of oxygen. Underline highly reactive form. Now the next point is its concentration is about 0.0006% in the atmosphere. So its concentration is quite less. Now, it absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. So, the role of ozone is very important in the atmosphere because it is the one which absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays which are coming from the sun. You might have heard about, you might have read about the articles like hole in ozone layer and so many other articles related to this. So it's true that nowadays a hole has been found in the ozone layer, and it is only because of the threatening activities of humans. Now, moving towards the next part, dust particles and water vapor. Now, dust particles and water vapor, they also play a very important role in atmosphere. Let us read one by one. The concentration of water vapor and dust particles vary from time to time and place to place. Now, vary means it depends which place you are in and which time, what is the time. If it is monsoon time, so obviously the concentration of water vapor and dust particle vary. So, so the concentration of water vapor and dust particles vary from time to time, means summer season, winter season, monsoon season. So these are the different, set of times in which it will vary. And place to place means suppose you are near the sea areas, you are near the sea, so obviously that time means that places water vapor, the concentration of water vapor will be more. But if you are far from sea areas, you are around land areas, so obviously the concentration of water vapor will be less there. Now, second point, the water vapor is mainly concentrated near the oceanic floor as compared to land areas. Now, children, just now I have discussed about that. Water vapor is mainly concentrated. Concentrated means it will be more near the oceanic floor rather than the land areas. Third point, The dust particles play a very significant role in the process of condensation. Here is a misspelled, so it should be of instead of OD, of condensation. Now, what is condensation? Condensation is the process by which water vapor in the air is changed into water, liquid form. So, that is called condensation. So, dust particle play a very important role in the process of condensation. They are also called hygroscopic nuclei as they become the center around which raindrops form. You can see at the picture condensation nuclei is given and the definition is also given. Kindly refer to that. After that, the last point of the last section of today's module, that is, the water vapor and dust particles are found in the lower layers of the atmosphere. So, water vapor and dust particles are found in which layer? In the lower layers of the atmosphere. So, here you underline the lower layers. So, children, today in today's class, what we have discussed in today's video, I have discussed with you about the importance of the gases of atmosphere. Now, what are the main gases present in the atmosphere? And we have discussed about nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, ozone, dust particles, and water vapor. What is the concentration of these gases and how it is important? What is their role in atmosphere? Now, in the next video, I'll be discussing with you about the structure of atmosphere, right? So, in the structure of atmosphere, I'll be discussing about, the five layers, that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So, wait for the new video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and the assignments will be also attached to this